Hi Nana. Yeah, today we will learn about the mole concept. The concept related to mole. Okay. So what is mole? Mole is nothing but it is a measure. It is a measure of amount of substance, or else it is a counting unit of amount of substance. So generally amount of substance is measured in moles. It is also called as a collection of particles, or else a heap of particles. Mole is a heap of particles. It is also known as the mass of Avogadro number of particles is called as mole. Okay, right. See, if you see the definition of mole, mole is nothing but the amount of substance which contain same number of particles equal to the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon. Okay, here this mole can be defined in terms of number of particles. This mole can be defined in terms of mass, or else this mole can be defined in terms of volume also. So in terms of number of particles, so the mole can be defined like this: the amount of substance which contains same number of particles equal to the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon. Suppose if you take 12 grams of carbon, okay, if you take 12 grams of carbon, and if you count the number of atoms present in this 12 grams of carbon, so you will get some number. So that number, okay, that number is nothing but if it is 12 grams, if it is 12 grams of carbon, then if you count all the atoms present in this 12 grams, then how many atoms you will get? You will get 1 mole of atoms. 1 mole of carbon atoms you will get. Okay, so like this. So that means, so the number of atoms which are present in 12 grams of carbon is said to be 1 mole. The amount of substance which contain same number of particles equal to the number of atoms in 12 grams of carbon. So in 12 grams of carbon, how many atoms are present? Those many particles are present in 1 mole. Okay, 1 mole means the number of particles which are equal to the number of atoms present in 12 grams of carbon. Right. So in this way, mole can be defined in terms of number of particles, and generally it is equal to Avogadro number. It is equal to Avogadro number. So we will learn that in the next part of the definition. See, look here, this is another definition of mole. So mole is nothing but in terms of mass also we can define mole. The mass of substance having Avogadro number of particles is said to be 1 mole. Mole. Okay, see, Avogadro number of particles. See, actually here 1 mole of carbon atoms contains how many particles? 1 mole of carbon atom contains, it contains Avogadro number of particles. Avogadro number of particles. Avogadro number of particles means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. So 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 grams. So the mole is defined in terms of mass also. So the mass of substance having Avogadro number of particles. For example, if you take 23 grams of sodium, it exactly contains 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. 23 what? 10 to the power of 23 sodium atoms. Therefore, this substance, this mass is said to be 1 mole. This mass is said to be 1 mole of sodium. 1 mole of sodium atoms. Okay. So the mass of substance. So this mass. So what substance? Sodium. So sodium is the substance here. So here exactly 23 grams of sodium. It exactly contains Avogadro number of sodium atoms. Hence, this 23 grams is said to be 1 mole of sodium atoms. 1 mole, simply 1 mole. So here the mass, 1 mole here, it is 1 mole. So the mole means mass of substance having Avogadro number of particles is said to be mole. See, mole can be defined in terms of volume also. The amount of gas, mole is nothing but the amount of gas which occupy 22.4 liters of volume at a tip. Okay, how much amount of gas that can occupy 22.4 liters of volume at STP? So that amount is said to be 1 mole of gas. That means from this it is understood that 1 mole of any gas will occupy 22.4 liters of volume at STP, standard temperature and pressure. Okay, so we will learn some more details about the mole. Right. For example, let us take atoms. Particles may be atoms or molecules or ions or electrons or protons or neutrons or even formula units. So etc. See, generally these particles, the term mole is used for a very tiniest particles to measure the amount of or else the number of very tiniest particles. Okay, the term mole is used to count the number of tiniest particles. See, generally, for example, if you take for atoms, so 1 mole of atoms means exactly it is equal to Avogadro number of. It is exactly equal to Avogadro number of atoms. Avogadro number of Avogadro number of atoms. Avogadro number means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. If you take example, 1 mole of iron equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 iron atoms. 1 mole of iron contains how many iron atoms? These many iron atoms. 1 mole of sulfur atoms. 1 mole of sulfur atoms means how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 sulfur atoms. 1 mole of calcium. 1 mole of calcium atoms. 1 mole of calcium atoms means how many? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 calcium atoms. One small question. Ah, 18.069 into 10 to the power of 23 magnesium. Okay, magnesium atoms. Okay, these many atoms is equal to dash moles of magnesium atoms. Dash moles of magnesium. So it is equal to how many moles? This number is equal to how many moles? Already we know that this number equal to 1 mole. That means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Okay, is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole. So 1 mole of any atoms it may be. Either it may be iron or sulfur or calcium or any atoms. Sodium or carbon or oxygen or any atom, whatever atom it may be. So generally 1 mole of atoms means these many atoms. So here in the question how many magnesium atoms it is given. So it is 18.069 into 10 to the power of 23 magnesium atoms is given, is equal to dash moles, some x moles. So when 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms is equal to 1 mole, then these many atoms is equal to how many moles? So upon cross multiplying, then x will become what? 18.069 into 10 to the power of 23 by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So how much it is? It is equal to 3 moles. X is equal to 3 moles. That means 3 moles of magnesium contains these many magnesium atoms. So like this we can do calculations. Okay. Right. So for atoms, Avogadro number of atoms. So 1 mole of atoms means Avogadro number of atoms. So in terms of number we have seen. For atoms, 1 mole of atoms in terms of mass also we will see. In terms of mass, 1 mole of atoms is equal to mass equal to gram atomic mass. 1 mole of any atoms, okay, mass of 1 mole of atoms. 1 mole of atoms is equal to mass equal to gram atomic mass. Gram atomic mass. Whatever the atom, whatever the substance you may take. For example, if you take oxygen, so its atomic mass is, if you take oxygen, its atomic mass is how much? 16. Its gram atomic mass is how much? 16 grams. That means if atomic mass is expressed in grams, that means atomic mass is expressed in grams. So that means gram atomic mass of oxygen is equal to 16 grams. So it is given that mole of atoms means mass equal to gram atomic mass. So for oxygen 16 grams, it is understood that from this information it is understood that 16 grams of oxygen is equal to 1 mole of oxygen. 16 grams of oxygen is equal to 1 mole of oxygen atoms. 1 mole of oxygen atoms. Suppose if it is 32 grams of oxygen, 32 grams of oxygen means, so 16 grams of oxygen is gram atomic mass. So if it is 32 grams of oxygen, then it is 2 times of gram atomic mass. It is equal to 2 times of gram atomic mass. So gram atomic mass equal to 1 mole. Mass equal to gram atomic mass equal to 1 mole. So here, so that means that 32 grams of oxygen is equal to 2 into moles. That means 2 moles. 2 moles of oxygen atom. 2 moles of oxygen atoms. Okay. 2 moles of oxygen atoms is equal to 32 grams of oxygen. 32 grams of sulfur. 32 grams of sulfur is equal to dash moles. 32 grams of sulfur is equal to dash moles. Already we know that sulfur, gram atomic mass of sulfur is how much? For sulfur its atomic mass is how much? Its atomic mass Atomic mass of sulfur is 32. Its gram atomic mass is how much? Gram atomic mass. Its gram atomic mass. Its gram atomic mass is equal to 32 grams. Its gram atomic mass is equal to 32 grams. So atomic mass in grams. That means atomic mass in grams. So 32 is the atomic mass of sulfur. So gram atomic mass is equal to 32. So actually 32 grams of sulfur is equal to how many moles? That is the question. Okay, so this is the question. So how to solve this one? Solution. To solve this one, see, we have to know gram atomic mass of sulfur how much. So gram atomic mass of sulfur is, already we know that it is 32 grams. That means how much amount of sulfur is given in the question? 32 grams of sulfur only. So that means this is nothing but gram atomic mass of sulfur. So gram atomic mass of sulfur is equal to how many moles? So that is the question. 32 grams of sulfur means here gram, it is equal to 32. 32 is equal to the gram atomic mass of sulfur. Hence the question is indirectly it is asked that gram atomic mass of sulfur is equal to dash moles. Already we know that 1 mole is equal to gram atomic mass. 1 mole, the mass of 1 mole is equal to gram atomic mass. Okay, hence gram atomic mass of sulfur is 32. So 32 grams of sulfur will be equal to 1 mole. It is equal to 1 mole. So like this, the mass, mole can be expressed in mass. So in terms of for atoms. Now let us learn the mole in terms of molecules. So in terms of atoms, we learnt about mole. Now we will learn the mole. Okay, mole of molecules. So even like how we learnt mole of atoms in terms of number and mass, for molecules also we will learn mole in terms of number and mass. So for molecules, 1 mole of molecules is equal to 1 Avogadro number of molecules. Here actually 1 mole of atoms means Avogadro number of atoms. For molecules, 1 mole of molecules means Avogadro number of molecules we have to take. How many molecules? Avogadro number of molecules is equal to 1 mole of molecules. 1 mole of molecules is equal to Avogadro number of molecules. Avogadro number of molecules. How many molecules? Avogadro number means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules equal to 1 mole of molecules. Let us take examples. Oxygen molecule. How oxygen molecule is represented? Oxygen molecule is represented as O2. If you write O, then it is oxygen atom. If you write O2, then it is oxygen molecule. So here we are discussing about molecules. So here we have to take O2, not O. Don't take O, as it is, as we are discussing about molecule. So oxygen molecule, O2 we have to take. See, generally if someone says oxygen, if someone says oxygen means we have to consider it as O2 only, because in the nature oxygen always exists as O2. It does not exist as O, single atom. Oxygen never exists as single atom. It always exists as O2. Hence, if someone says oxygen, so consider it as O2, but not O. Okay. So if someone says hydrogen, so consider it as H2, because in the nature hydrogen exists as H2, not in the form of H. Okay. So hydrogen does not exist like H. Hydrogen always exists as H2. Even nitrogen. If someone says nitrogen, we have to consider it as N2. Even chlorine or fluorine or bromine bromine or iodine. Okay, so for all these, you have to take, these are all diatomic molecules. Then in the nature they exist as diatomic molecules. Chlorine exists as Cl2, fluorine exists as F2, bromine Br2, iodine I2. So like this, we have to whenever okay, now we will take oxygen molecules. Consider oxygen molecule. See, 1 mole of oxygen. 1 mole of oxygen. If someone says that 1 mole of oxygen means, we have to consider it as O2 only. That means 1 mole of oxygen means 1 mole of O2 molecules. The meaning of this one is 1 mole of O2 molecules. Oxygen molecules means O2 molecules. So 1 mole of O2 molecules means 1 mole means how much? It is Avogadro number. That means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 O2 molecules. O2 molecules. So that means these many O2 molecules equal to 1 mole of oxygen. Okay. Already we know that 1 O2 molecules, it contains 2 oxygen atoms. So that means every 1 molecule of O2, it contains double the number of oxygen atoms. Suppose if there are 2 O2, it indicates that there are 4 oxygen atoms. 2 O2 indicates what? 4 oxygen atoms. Suppose if it is 10 O2, it is 20 oxygen atoms. It is equal to 20 oxygen atoms. If it is 10 O2, then it is equal to what? 20 oxygen atoms. Suppose if it is 1 mole, if it is 1 mole of O2, then it will be equal to 2 moles of oxygen atoms. Okay, 1 mole of oxygen is equal to 2 moles of oxygen atom. That means how many? 1 mole of oxygen means this many. So that means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 O2 molecules. These many O2 molecules is equal to 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms. So that means, suppose if 1 mole of molecules means it is equal to 2 moles of oxygen atoms. Okay, let us take another example. Ozone molecule. I will write here. Ozone. What is the formula of ozone? O3. 1 mole of ozone. 1 mole of ozone is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 O3 molecules. Ozone means O3. See, ozone means generally it is O3. So 1 mole of ozone means these many ozone molecules. O3 means these many ozone molecules. Okay, so these many ozone molecules means, so every one ozone contains 3 oxygen atoms. 3 oxygen atoms. 1 molecule of ozone is equal to 3 oxygen atoms. So these many molecules of ozone means, so 3 times of those many molecules. 3 times of those many molecules. 3 into 6.023 23 oxygen atoms. So that means 1 mole of ozone is equal to how much? Is equal to 3 moles. Is equal to 3 moles of oxygen atoms. That means how many? This value can be written as mole. So that means 3 moles. 3 moles of oxygen atoms. 3 moles of oxygen atoms. So like that we can discuss. So that means 1 mole of molecules is equal to Avogadro number of molecules. That means these many molecules. Right. Now we will discuss mole, like how we discussed mole of atoms. 1 mole of atoms is equal to mass equal to gram atomic mass. So then 1 mole of molecules is equal to how much mass? 1 mole of molecules is equal to how much mass? In terms of mass, if you take 1 mole of molecules is equal to the mass equal to gram molecular mass. Here atomic mass we have taken. In case of molecules, gram molecular mass we have to take. Gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass we have to take. That means we have to take molecular mass. See, for example, take carbon dioxide, or else take oxygen only. Take oxygen only. So this is oxygen. Okay, what is atomic mass? Atomic mass of oxygen. So it contains what? It contains 2 oxygen atoms. So every oxygen atom its atomic mass is 16. If you add the atomic masses of all the atoms in that molecule, you will get a molecular mass. So this will be equal to what? Molecular mass of oxygen. Okay, mass. This is a molecule and its mass. This is an atom and its mass. So molecule contains 2 atoms. Oxygen molecule contains 2 atoms. Hence we have to add the atomic masses of these 2 atoms. So finally you will get some value. That value will be equal to the mass of this one. As this is molecule, hence it is said to be, and this one is said to be molecular mass. What is the molecular mass of oxygen? It is 32. Okay, so this 32 is called as molecular mass. Molecular mass of oxygen. Then what is gram molecular mass? Gram molecular mass of oxygen. What is the gram molecular mass of oxygen? See, when molecular mass is expressed in grams, then it is said to be gram molecular mass of gram molecular mass. What is gram molecular mass? When molecular mass is expressed in grams, then it is said to be gram molecular mass. So it is for if it is oxygen, it is 32 grams. For example, take another one. Gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass of nitrogen. I am writing nitrogen. See, if I write nitrogen, what does it indicate? So nitrogen, it exists as N2 molecule in the nature. So now we have to consider it as N2. So if nitrogen is mentioned, then you have to consider it as N2, not N. Don't take a single nitrogen atom. We have to consider nitrogen molecule. So gram molecular mass of nitrogen is equal to how much? So it contains nitrogen molecule is N2. Okay, so N2, two nitrogens are there. So every nitrogen is 14. Okay, so it is 28. 28 is molecular mass. If molecular mass is expressed in grams, then it is said to be, if molecular mass is expressed in grams, then it is said to be gram molecular mass. So gram molecular mass of nitrogen is 28 grams. Gram molecular mass of oxygen is 32 grams. So according to this one 1 mole of molecule is equal to mass equal to gram molecular mass. If you take mass 32 grams of oxygen, it is equal to 1 mole of oxygen. It is equal to 1 mole of oxygen. Because for oxygen 32 grams is its gram molecular mass. So that means 32 grams of oxygen is equal to 1 mole of oxygen. But for nitrogen, 28 grams of nitrogen is equal to 1 mole of nitrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen. Okay, what is the mass of 1 mole of nitrogen? The mass of 1 mole of nitrogen is 28 grams. What is the mass of 1 mole of ozone? 1 mole of ozone. Okay, that means how many ozone? Actually, what is the formula of ozone? O3. It contains 3 oxygen atoms. So each oxygen atom is 16. So 16 3s are 48. So 48 is what? 48 is molecular mass. Molecular mass. What is the molecular mass of ozone? 48. What is the molecular mass of ozone? It is 48. Gram molecular mass of ozone. Gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass of ozone is 48 grams. Okay, so that means gram molecular mass equal to 1 mole of molecules. So here ozone molecules. So gram molecular mass of ozone is 48 grams. Hence 1 mole of ozone is equal to 1 mole of ozone. 1 mole of ozone is equal to how much? 48 grams. Or else 48 grams of ozone is equal to 1 mole of ozone. Okay, so like that. So 1 mole of molecules, for 1 mole of molecules, so we have to consider the mass equal to gram molecular mass. Okay, so one small question. (132 grams of carbon dioxide). 132 grams of CO2 equal to dash moles of CO2. Already we know 1 mole equal to gram molecular mass. For carbon dioxide, gram molecular mass is 44 grams. Okay, 44 grams. That means 44 grams equal to 1 mole, because gram molecular mass equal to 1 mole. As gram molecular mass equal to 1 mole, then the gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is equal to 44. Hence 44 grams of carbon dioxide is equal to 1 mole. Okay, so 1 mole. So what is the weight of 1 mole of carbon dioxide? 1 mole of carbon dioxide is equal to 44 grams. So here in the question, 32 grams of carbon dioxide. 32 grams of carbon dioxide is equal to dash moles of carbon dioxide. So already we know this concept. What is that? 44 grams of CO2 is equal to 1 mole. When 44 grams of CO2 equal to 1 mole, then 132 grams of CO2 will be equal to how many moles? X moles. So then X will be equal to what? 132 by 44 equal to how much it is? It is how much? It is 3 moles. It is 3 moles. That is 132 grams of carbon dioxide contains how many moles of carbon dioxide? It contains 3 moles of carbon dioxide. So like this. Next. So here we have taken what? Mole. We have studied mole in terms of atoms and in terms of molecules. In terms of molecules also. See, generally molecules, the term molecule is related to only covalent compounds. It is related to covalent compounds. For covalent compounds we use the term molecule. Then for ionic compounds, what do we use? See, instead of molecules for ionic compounds, we use formula units. Okay, formula units. So here for formula units is used for ionic compounds or electrovalent compounds. For example, NaCl. If you take NaCl, so we should not call NaCl as molecule. We should call NaCl as formula unit because it is ionic substance, ionic compound. If CO2, for example, if you take CO2, CO2 is a covalent compound. Hence, CO2 is considered as molecule. Okay, CO2 should not be considered as formula unit. And NaCl is ionic compound. So we should not call it as NaCl molecule. We have to call it as NaCl formula unit. Okay. See, for the term formula unit is used for ionic compound and the term molecule is used for covalent compounds. Okay. So here, how should we use mole for formula units? Okay. That means for ionic compounds. For ionic compounds we use formula units, the term formula units. Okay, so here 1 mole of formula units means how much? It is equal to Avogadro number of formula units. Avogadro number of formula units. For example, formula unit, if you take sodium chloride, so 1 mole of sodium chloride is equal to Avogadro number means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 sodium chloride formula units. Molecules are good. We should not say it as molecules. We have to call it as NaCl formula units. Okay, it should not consider as molecules. We have to consider it as NaCl formula units. Already we know that one NaCl contains, if you break one NaCl, you will get one Na plus and one Cl minus ions. Okay, so that means 1 mole of NaCl. 1 mole of here one formula unit of NaCl contains 2 ions. One formula unit of NaCl contains 2 ions. If it is 1 mole of formula units, then it will be equal to how much? Double the number of this one. Okay, so that means it is equal to 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 ions. See how many ions you are getting from one formula unit. So here from one formula unit you are getting 2 ions. Suppose if it is 1 mole of MgCl2, 1 mole of MgCl2, see actually MgCl2 will break down into Mg plus 2 ions and 2 Cl minus ions. Altogether how many ions we get? 3 ions. So 3 ions. So 1 mole of MgCl2 is equal to how many? 1 mole of any formula. MgCl is ionic. MgCl2 is ionic compound. So 1 mole of MgCl2 is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 MgCl2 formula units. MgCl2 formula units. But each formula unit of magnesium chloride will produce 3 ions. So here 1 mole of magnesium chloride, that means it produces how many ions? 1 mole will produce 3 moles. One formula unit will produce 3 ions. So 1 mole of formula units produce 3 moles of ions. 3 moles of ions. That means 3 into mole means how much? Mole means this number. So 3 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. Okay, 3 moles of ions means 3 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 ions. So like this. Suppose if so 1 mole of 1 mole of MgCl2 will produce how many chloride ions? One formula unit is producing 2 chloride ions. One formula unit produces 2 chloride ions. 1 mole of formula produces 2 moles of ions. 1 mole of formula unit produces 2 moles of ions. One formula unit produces 2 ions. 1 mole of formula units produces 2 moles of ions. 2 moles of chloride ions. Altogether 3 moles of ions. In particular, if it is asked only chloride ions, then here 2 moles of chloride ions. 1 mole of magnesium chloride will produce 2 moles of chloride ions and 1 mole of magnesium ion. So like this. Right. So we learn some more concepts. We learn some more concepts in the next class.